Hey, what's up everybody? Shadow here, welcome back to another video. Glad you guys could stop by. Today I'm back inside of Call of Duty. We're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2016. Before we start on that, I just want to say a quick thing. I know I haven't been uploading a lot. I have not been uploading a lot recently. I've just been sort of slacking on it. To be honest, I'm not going to lie with you guys. It's a lot easier to just play the game than it is to record, play the game, edit it. You know, you get to play a lot more if you're not recording, but I don't know. I just sort of got a little bit tired of recording, but I'm just sort of trying to work my way back into it. Spring break is really where this all started. It stopped recording, stopped doing that sort of thing, but I'm getting back into it. But I just like to apologize to you guys for not uploading quite as frequently as I would like to. And also been testing the grounds with other types of games, like you saw Dark Souls 3. I've been doing a little bit of Counter-Strike. I've just been sort of checking that out, seeing what you guys think of it, seeing what feedback I got off of it, and you know, just seeing that type of thing in general. I'm going to do more Dark Souls 3. I definitely want to do more Dark Souls 3, but for the time being, there's been a lot of talk about Call of Duty 2016, so that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, the reason why I haven't been making a bunch of videos about all this new Call of Duty 2016 information is honestly because I think that the Call of Duty information sort of community is super inflated. There are too many people, in my opinion, that are making these Call of Duty information videos. And if you sort of think about it this way, let's just say you're subscribed to 10 Call of Duty YouTubers, 10 people who play Call of Duty, they record Call of Duty, and obviously they're going to be hyped about Call of Duty. They're going to cover all the latest information. If you're subscribed to 10 Call of Duty YouTubers and they all make the same content about this brand new leak about Call of Duty 2016, you're going to have 10 of the exact same video with different voices in it. And honestly, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be the guy to clutter sub boxes even more. I wanted to make it more of an original approach, if you know what I mean. I wanted to make like a my opinion type of thing, my honest like thoughts on the game, instead of just making constant info videos. So instead of doing them every single time a new leak came out and being the most on top of it, which that may hurt me in the long run, I wanted to go ahead and just put them all into one video. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm just going to do a big info video talking about the obvious, talking about other stuff that's going on with Call of Duty 2016. Another video I'm going to talk about pricing and packages, because I like looking at the whole editions of all Call of Duties. I like looking at the special editions and stuff like that. So I'm going to be talking about that too. And the last video I'm going to be talking about my opinions on Call of Duty. And then from there, it'll just be whatever updates come out. I'll just sort of talk about it, do my best to cover that. So with all that said, let's get started with the video. So it's no surprise that Infinity Ward is making Call of Duty 2016, and their Call of Duty for this year has been named Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which even just the name has sparked controversy, not only because the last 3 of the 4 years that Call of Duty has been placed in a futuristic setting, but also because Infinite Warfare can allude to many different things. When it was first talked about, people thought Infinite Warfare alluded to infinite, like space. Space is infinite. They thought you were going to fight all over all the planets with jetpacks, especially emphasis on jetpacks. People didn't like that. But there were also people who thought that infinite meant like infinite as in a time parameter, like you could travel through time, which a lot of people found pretty interesting. So of course it would be futuristic aspects, but there would also have been past aspects, and people were really confused on how that would work in multiplayer and campaign especially. However, there was a campaign trailer revealed today that does pretty much guarantee that it is going to be a space warfare-esque type of game. Now, if you go to the campaign trailer on YouTube for the Call of Duty page, you'll notice that there is quite a noticeable like to dislike ratio on that specific video compared to other campaign release trailers. I went ahead and checked out the past few years of Call of Duties, and that one definitely has a noticeable amount besides Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, which weren't received well by fans also. But this one, people weren't into the whole idea of space warfare. They didn't like the idea that you would be able to fly around space. They think that jetpacks are going to be coming back. There isn't just going to be like boosting or thrusting. There's going to be actual like space moving around, thrusting around in space, which a lot of people aren't happy about. Now, if you do watch the trailer, you can watch it a few times. There are a couple minor moments where the characters are using jetpacks, which I think was set up on purpose because Infinity Ward knew that the fans were not happy with this. Now keep in mind, Infinity Ward started working on this game right after Ghost came out, and this was right before Advanced Warfare. And once Advanced Warfare came out, people did not like futuristic environments. Well, Infinity Ward was already a year into development. They can't just pull out of the whole project altogether. They had to go with it. So I think the whole like trailer aspect where they didn't show a lot of like jetpacking around was strategic to the fact that they didn't want people to know that they're going to be jetpacks, but there's going to be jetpacks. There's no doubt about it. There might be some movement mechanic that is going to be different, maybe more similar to Black Ops 3 in my opinion than to Advanced Warfare or any of the other Call of Duties for that matter, but there is going to be a movement system for sure, I can tell you that. Now with this movement system, I also found it kind of interesting that it was also, they also talked a lot about aerial warfare type of thing. There's the Sato, then there's Scar, and there's all sorts of different aspects that have to do with ships flying into space and down to planets as well. So I'm wondering if, because this is going to be a next-gen only game, they're going to have the ability to make a Battlefield type of game where there are going to be vehicles on the ground, bigger maps that you can fight on, which I think would be amazing. But if they don't, whatever. I mean, this is Call of Duty. It is an arcade shooter. It's not meant to be so sophisticated almost to a simulation, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they added vehicles, honestly, like, because they're pushing this whole idea of space to land type of idea. However, think about it, in multiplayer, that would mean the map would need to have like 2 maps basically in one map. It'd be pretty crazy, but I don't know. That's totally vague. We don't have a lot of information about that, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, this is a little bit of old news, but they did end up firing the Call of Duty Ghost director developer guy. They did hire someone else, and they also have people who are working with Naughty Dog, who ex-Naughty Dog employees, and they're also hiring a third-party company to help working on textures. So maybe they'll be utilizing the engine a different way. Maybe they'll make it look different. I hope they utilize some way that the engine is going to be different. That would be nice. It'd be nice to have some sort of a different engine where they'll be able to include aspects of Call of Duty that we've never seen before, but not in a way that would overcomplicate the game. That's the fine line. You want to add new features, but you don't want to overcomplicate the game. That's why boost jumping, that's why thrusting was such a bad thing. Now, as far as the DLC portion of this game goes, PS4 is going to be getting all the DLC a month early. Of course, obviously, we could have assumed that. And it is not going to be for last gen, thank God. Sorry for everyone who plays on last gen, but this game, Call of Duty, needs to stop going to last gen. It's tired. I mean, what they do is they take the game, they make it for next gen, sort of. Like, they keep in mind some aspects that will only be able to play on PS3 and Xbox 360, which has sort of been holding back Call of Duty in a sense. Not in a big way, not in a major mechanic way, but it's definitely been holding it back. And they've been downgrading it for last gen, and last gen looks disgusting, like all of them. Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, disgusting. Not even worth it. It's actually like a scam if you buy it on last gen, but thank God they're not doing that. I think it's also important to note that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare will also be featuring zombies. That's right, they released a new screenshot sort of video, as well as they talked about some Easter eggs in the live stream reveal. I'll talk about the live stream reveal in a little bit, but they're definitely going to be doing zombies again. They're going to be continuing on the tradition. They're not going to be doing Extinction, but it is the same group that did Extinction and Survival in Modern Warfare 3. So if you like those versions of the game, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one too. Now, this is only half of the story. There is also another game that is going to be releasing with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It is going to be a remake of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That is right, guys. They're going to be remastering Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and thank God it is going to have multiplayer. Thank God. Especially for the people who haven't been able to play COD 4 back in its heyday. Definitely, you guys are going to appreciate this. It's going to be so great when this comes out. However, of course, it has some issues too. It has some issues that we'll talk about right now. So COD 4, back when it first came out, shipped with 16 maps and then an additional DLC pack, which had 4 more maps for a total of 20 multiplayer maps. Now, if you look at any poster, any information anywhere about the new COD 4 Modern Warfare remaster, it's only going to come with 10 multiplayer maps, which means that they're cutting out 6 of the core multiplayer maps that we all know and love, which is a little bit sketchy. It's a little bit like on the side of fans are like, oh God, what are they doing now? Are they going to start charging us for a season pass for COD 4 for maps that we already own on last gen? We could literally pick up our old consoles and controllers and play them on there and have all the maps and not have to worry about this alleged season pass that we're going to have for a last gen game. Like, this game is so old, I don't know why they're trying to take out maps. If you think about it, the game is going to be an additional $30 on top of the standard edition, and $30 is half of a full price game, which is 60 bucks. 20 maps, half of 20 is 10 maps. So they're probably thinking of it in a business way of only having 10 maps, and they might be selling us the rest of the maps. I don't know. They better not, because that would kind of suck. But nonetheless, we are going to be having 10 multiplayer maps plus the whole single player for COD 4 Modern Warfare. Now, as far as the reveal live stream that happened at like 10:30 this morning, it was from 10:30 to 11 in the morning. I saw the whole thing, and it really didn't give us any new information. It just sort of like sat down the developers and talked with them for a little bit. They talked a little bit about like other stuff. The biggest thing in that live stream was the release of zombies. They're going to be doing zombies, but that was about it. They talked about how campaign is going to let you transition from ground fighting to space combat, which is flexible because it's not an online thing. You can sort of do it solo, so I can understand that. And of course, there's going to be sort of like a HUD. So like in Black Ops 3, you had that main ship that you sat in, that was your home. They're going to have that type of thing for Infinite Warfare as well. It's going to be called the Retribution, which is going to be the player's home for basically in between missions, which I guess is going to be pretty cool. But yeah, that honestly covers the bulk of all the information for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare / COD 4 Modern Warfare Remake. This is the bulk of the information. Any more information I'll make more videos about, but tomorrow I should have a video talking about the special editions of the game, how much they're going to cost, what they're going to include, a little breakdown for you guys, because I like looking at them too. It's kind of fun. And then the next day I'll sort of talk about my opinions on the whole futuristic versus realistic type of Call of Duty. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. Let me know what you guys thought of it, and I'll see you guys later.